once again. It's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast Show. Yeehaw!
Happy Thursday evening, all of our Southern Fried Podcast fans, and all, especially howdy to our breadheads out there in Cornbread Nation. That's right. It's time for the Cornbread Nation show. And as always, we don't really look at the comments during this show. We'll look at them at the end. Don't get your feelings hurt when we don't respond. Dave, you all right tonight?
No, I'm not, but I'll be all right. I'm battling. Battling. Me in this studio, either I'm going to die or it's going to die or we're going to get right. I don't know.
You just go out to whoop that thing. Whoop it.
I think it's whipped me.
Welcome to the Cornbread Nation show. We're glad y'all are here with us tonight.
Yep, right. Absolutely. Sorry we missed last week. That was my fault. Issues with studio. So we're glad to be back. We've still got to catch up one of our programs. We'll do that over the next few days, and we'll get back in line because we like them, and we hope you like them, and we want to do them. It is time, with no further ado, for our Jackleg of the Week. We have several good candidates for this. So here's the cowboy out telling another guy, "You are a jackleg," and I guess that's how they, that's how the gunfight started. So, all right, Rob, what's your jackleg?
I'm sorry, you said gunfight.
Okay, well, it didn't sound like that. Well, I don't know. Maybe the gunfight at the OK Corral did. I don't know.
I've got several. They're a little bit older, but that's okay. My first jackleg of the week is Robert Garcia, member of Congress, Democrat, California. This guy here is an idiot. He's up there griping about Elon Musk and referred to his picture as a penile image. We'll just put it like that.
Not good.
Not good at all. Yeah, he's a jackleg. He doesn't like. He likes government waste and abuse and fraud. He likes that.
Aren't most
jackleg?
Couldn't most California Democrats be called jacklegs? I mean, honestly.
Well, couldn't they all?
Probably so.
You don't have to be just California.
Hate mail.
California.
Hate mail's going to come in. My first one is an oldie but a goodie. It's the gift that keeps on giving. And Zelensky out of Ukraine is, he's the little deputy. That's my word for him. And one of the MAGA minutes this week was about the little deputy. And so he don't want to play ball, so the president unleashed on him. But he's making demands that he can't. He's writing checks with his mouth that he can't cash, and he keeps asking for more and more money, and he's making demands. And the little jackleg just does not realize he's not in control of the situation, and he tries to make us look like the bad people, like it's our fault that we're doing something wrong, and all we're asking for is accountability and peace to get to a point. And so he decided to go full-on unleash on the president. I got news for you, bud. Your end is coming soon, and it's not going to be pretty. He's done. He just don't realize it. He don't want to admit it. But he's a jackleg. I can't stand the little guy. I can't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, from the knees down, he might own somebody.
I mean, the guy's he's a dictator, man. I mean, he put elections aside, and he won't. He's mismanaged this thing. done things with the government that's wrong. He's just not credible to me anymore. Now, I feel bad for the Ukrainian people that this is their leader. And they can't even vote him out. He's refused to have elections. So he's going in the Jackleg Hall of Fame. I mean, the dude could be in there every week, but I had to bring him back for one more week because he's just, he's over our mouthing and trashing the president. The president's had enough of him. He let him have it. The dude he's not going to be the leader of that country much longer. I really believe that. Yeah. I really believe that. Well, all right, who you got?
I got one of my favorites.
All right.
I've had her on here before, but I'm bringing her back.
Do
it. AOC. This Jackleg, she actually hosted a webinar for illegal aliens to learn how to avoid ICE agents. Okay,
nice.
I know this is a little bit dated news, but dadgum, what kind of idiot, moronic, horse-faced maneuver could you pull? I mean, come on. Her own district's turned into basically a third world country, and she's up here mouthing off about that, trying to keep the illegals in. And they made me come up there early in the morning. You can get me down. But thanks, they shut the heck up.
Well, on the plus side, she can dance a little and she can bartend. I mean, she does have some, redeeming value, I guess.
Look, the kind of dancing she does, you don't want to see.
I'm moving on. Jackleg number 2 for me is, I call them the scripture twisters. I went on a rant the other night, and I've had enough of them. And I get tired of them on social media. They're a bunch of jacklegs taking scriptures out of context and trying to act like they're all of a sudden scholars, theological scholars. And all they've done is just put, and the harm of it is, it doesn't really matter to me if they believe that or not. The problem is that they're leading other people astray. People that are weak in the faith, that do not know the Bible. And they're coming across as a supposed expert in the knowledge of the Bible, and they have totally used it in an improper way, and the damage that they are doing for a quick video on social media is long. I would hate to stand before the Lord and having done something like that, and then they turned around, these same scripture twisters, and they trashed. We're trashing MAGA. So not only have you've desecrated the Word of God, now you're going after people, and the basis for doing that is off of a scripture that you have no idea what it's even talking about. So that's my jacklegs. They are jacklegs. Rob?
I've got one more. We're going to cover Jim McGovern. Oh, Jim McGovern. Another Democrat representative. Oh, my gosh. He is upset. Really upset. I mean, just steaming because he's all mad because they might be shutting down the Department of Education. Oh, my goodness. He's talking about what a great job they do and how they do this and how they do that. Oh my gosh, we are the highest cost in the world per student on education, but we rank number 40 in the world. Okay, yeah, they're doing a great job. Thumbs up, you jacklegs. Not you, but the ones that are doing this job of not teaching our students.
Yeah.
My jackleg of the week.
Well, my last one's a jackwagon. I don't know if you caught the video of the former NFL punter who was standing in front of the city council, and he was mad about a MAGA sign or something. All I know is he sat up there, and he has the freedom to do it. I support it, freedom of speech. And he trashed MAGA with every sentence. Every sentence. That's fine. I'll stand on. I'll die for his right to do that. But then the jackwagon says, I now am going to exercise my right to civil disobedience, to protest or whatever, however he said it. So he comes around the podium and he approaches like he's going to rush, like he's a defensive lineman now, like he's going to rush the council, and the police had to take him down. It's not civil. I mean, I don't know what he's thinking he's doing there. I mean, that's not part of your rights is to attack and and go like a linebacker at the city council. Dude, you were a punter, okay? And he was weak. If you're going to do it, by all means do it and go all the way. Fly like Superman, like Junior Seau used to do, and go over the podium. He got took down like a bunny rabbit. Dude, you're a jackwagon. That dude, I wish he'd never played in the NFL. What a joke. I mean, if you're gonna break the law, I've always said this. If you're gonna break the law, go all the way. I mean, you know what? I mean, it's like these people that go. The equivalent of that is a person that goes into the Dollar Tree to rob it, and instead of a bank. I mean, if you're gonna do it, I mean, by all means, do it. If you can get away with it, all right. But if you're gonna go down for stealing, are you gonna do it at the Dollar Tree or somewhere where they got real money? I mean, come on. I'm not for breaking the law. I'm just saying, if you're going to do it, don't be weak like that. Yeah. I mean, he announced it like he was, like he was the great linebackers of all time. When he come around that podium, I mean, he was going down to the ground before they ever even really got to him. I think he was ready to go down. He's weak. He's a jackwagon. I can't stand that guy.
He got taken down like a quarterback in Tennessee.
We're gonna get hate mail off of that. Well, that's your Jacklegs of the week. If you'd like to nominate somebody, by all means, send them to our email, and we will be glad. And if you want to do a little video on the Jackwagon or anything we have in the show, we will make you a part of the show, whether it's the recipes or whatever it may be. Make a little video, and we'll put you on here. It'd be fun. So we'd love for you to do that. All right, it is time for the Southern Fried 5 at 5 with, yes, your friend and ours, and Robert may be in trouble with him. I think he might be. But the Southern Fried 5 at 5, Uncle Jeb.
Hey, Uncle Jeb back in the studio. Yeah, well, it's another Southern Fried 5 at 5. Them old boys, they leave the keys open to the studio. Really, I break in. Well, they gave me some questions. They think I'm going to do that at home. No, I'm getting in the studio. Yeah, get you some of that, boys. Well, they got me some questions, and they asked me what kind of a grade do I give the president and the vice president for the job they've done so far. Well, the best compliment I can give them is it reminds me of an old TV show called The Dukes of Hazzard. Yeah, Bo and Luke Duke, Reminds me of that old song they sung on there. Just a good old boys, never meaning no harm, beats all you ever saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they were sworn in. Yeah! And you know what? The mountain might get them, but the law never will, even though they're trying. That old fraud, the fraud boss hog. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Well, all right, number 2, they said, do I have any pet peeves? Yeah, I do. It's when I go to the old box store, Walmart, and I get in there and people are walking slow. You know what I do? I just get a little bit of road rage and I do a pit maneuver on them with that smart card. Yeah! Uncle Jeb in the house. Well, they asked me, do I like politicians? I said, well, not most of them I don't, because most of them are the kind of politicians that would build a bridge over a river that's not there. A bridge over a river, you get it? That's not there. Yeah, I think when we get over there to Ukraine, get to looking around, we're going to find a lot of bridges to nowhere. Well, they asked me if I have any chickens and what's my favorite kind. I said, well, yes, I do. They said, well, what's your favorite kind? I said, fried chicken. Yeah, Uncle Jeb, yeah, get you some, boys. All right, a couple of more here, one more maybe, we'll see. They said, do you have any closing thoughts? And I said, yeah. I'm getting older and I just had a birthday. And I said, you know what? I was thinking about the birthday cake. A birthday cake is the only food that you can blow on and spit on and people want a piece of it. There you go, boys. Southern Fried at 5. Get you some of that, boys. Yeah, Uncle Jeb in the house.
Hey, folks, Dave in the AM here with the Southern Fried Podcast and the Cornbread Nation. For many weeks now, me and Rob have been telling you about our affiliation with Dubby Energy Drinks. I've been drinking some of them
on the show, and I just got in today the powder version, and this is the Ponblom version of this. And hey, I tell you that it gives you the focus and the energy without the jitters or the crash. There's no sugars, no fillers, no artificial dyes. So get you some W today. Use the promo code Southern Fried, and you'll get 10% off each and every order. Not only can you get the energy drinks, but you can also get some cool merch items. In fact, soon we're going to have a hat to show you as an example of some of those things. There's shirts and other things you can get as well as containers to mix up the powder and the water into that you can carry with you. We appreciate your support of the Southern Fried Podcast and also of W Energy Drinks. We'll see you again soon. Take care.
All right, we're back. We're back.
Oh.
You have any comments about Uncle Jeb? You look like you do.
Let me tell you something. That old coot kissed my honey. He don't even know how to make fried chicken. Last time he tried the fried chicken up, he dropped it to the blooming floor and said, oh, well, there's the crust.
Yeah! All right, folks, it's time for one of our favorite features, fan mail. We get a lot of fan mail, hate mail, fan mail here at the old radio ranch. And Rob likes to see if he can guess what is in the contents of the fan mail. So this week we have received 5 pieces of mail from people around the country. And Rob's going to give us our first one. The powers of the redneck mind of his, of what's in the fan mail.
That's right. That's right. It's a powerful mind. And in my hand, I've got the first one. Now, this one here is from Janice Tater from Idaho. I'm picking up a legend from radio by the name of, oh my gosh, I'm picking out Roy D. Mercer for some reason. Hey, how big a boy are you? Okay, coming to you.
All right.
How big a boy are you?
All right, there it is. Janice Tater from Idaho. All right, fan mail. The question that answered when Robert Garcia, Democrat from California, referred to a picture of Elon Musk as a penal pitcher. We.
Well, now they know how big a boy he is, then, huh?
Okay.
Right.
Number 2.
This is from Larry Clucks in South Carolina. Whew. It's not coming through real good. Feels like it's kind of cold, like came out of the refrigerated section or something. Let's see if I can warm it up here. You spent too much at Kroger's. You spent too much at Kroger's.
Spent too much at Kroger.
That's from Larry Clucks in South Carolina. You should have it.
Larry Clucks, South Carolina. There it is, Larry Clucks, South Carolina. What people are saying about getting eggs last Valentine's.
You spent too much on Valentine's. I got another one here. This is from Confused in California.
Well, there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of confused people out there. Not a man, duh.
Not a man, duh.
Duh. You got to say the duh, right?
Duh.
Right. You should have confused letters there.
All right, Confused
Yeah.
from California. What is a woman?
not a man. Duh. I think I'm hitting pretty close tonight. Well, this is from right here in town. This is from Nurse Goodbody at the old folks' home right here in Colquitt, Georgia.
Nurse Goodbody.
Nurse Goodbody. Oh my God. This is loud. You cotton picking knucklehead. From Nurse Goodbody in Colquitt, Georgia, at the old folks' home. You should have it. It's right there.
All right, there it is. Nurse Goodbody, old folks' home in Colquitt. I didn't know mail come like that.
I didn't either. You cotton picking knucklehead.
All right, well, Uncle Jeb said when Rob kicked his rocker out from under him.
Well, he didn't say that till after he went, ooh.
I got a feeling Uncle Jeb would have went.
All right. This
One more.
It's from Sunny Beach at the Redneck Riviera. Sunny Beach at the Redneck Riviera. Oh, this is another loud one. It's called Gulf of America, baby.
Oh, this ought to be good. Oh, Sunny Beach, Redneck Riviera.
Yeah.
The AP reporter who got the boot from covering the White House.
Yeah.
Or why the AP reporter got the boot from covering the White House.
Yeah. Because it's called the Gulf of America, baby. Not the Gulf of Mexico.
And there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
5 for 5, baby.
There we go.
Send your fan mail in.
Yeah.
To Rob. And then he ships it on to me.
I ain't going to look at it. I'm just going to answer it, send it right back to you.
All right, moving right along. And again, reminder, folks, we check the chats mainly when we're finished with this program. So we're not ignoring you. I've seen some come in. We're not ignoring you. We'll get to them at the end of the show.
Yeah.
We need to put that in the scroll, I guess. But all right, it's time for great breadheads in history. Great breadheads in history. Well, we've had some good candidates, and this week I'm extremely excited about mine because I grew up with this great breadhead, and who reminds us of several things that are important. She was always quick to pick up her gun. She was not afraid to go, weaponized. She was always ready and often did carry the flag of her people. She was pretty dadgum awesome at making some country victuals. The city folk couldn't handle it. It was too country for them. Even though she really rose to prominence in the world in her life and became very wealthy, she was not afraid to continue her country ways, Rob, in making things like soap and stuff. And yes, I'm talking about Granny Clampett. God bless her. She was a country fighter.
Yes,
she is and always will be a breadhead here at the Cornbread Nation.
Yes. Well, you may have grown up watching my breadhead of the week as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if Yosemite Sam was a woman, this would be him. And yes, I'm talking about Calamity Jane. And I'm pretty sure you grew up in that same time period.
I did. I'm old enough.
She was the rootin'est, tootin'est, shootin'est gal, north, south, east, and west of the Pecos. Run around at Buffalo Bill's Wild West show, and she was a good one.
She was definitely a good one.
Oh,
absolutely.
there's rumors on how she got her name, and I'm not so sure I'm gonna go along with it. But there are some rumors on that. Well, we're just gonna leave it at Calamity Jane, Breadhead from history.
I think we probably should. All right, folks. All right, it's time for another commercial. Then we come back. We're going to look at the Cornbread Nation recipe of the week, and we have this entrant is sent to us, and it's going to be a good Southern one. Yeah, it's another good Southern one. We'll see. It's submitted by Bobby Joe in Turkey Creek, Texas. Bobby Joe, and that's a good Southern name. Bobby Joe in Turkey Creek, Texas. So it's not a difficult one. We'll see that on the other side of the commercial. Be right back. This is David the AM with the Southern Fried Podcast. We are now an affiliate of Podbean. Podbean is an audio platform which helps you get your voice out there. You can go online and go live from your very phone that you use. You don't have to have a lot of special equipment. It's nice to have a studio, but it's expensive. You can do those things from your phone. Hey, I was a listener of Podbean before I even became a podcaster. Maybe you've thought about being one. There was a time when I didn't think about being a podcaster, but think about it. You've got things to share. It could be as simple as baking, or it could be working on a car. The stories are endless that you could come up with to be a podcaster. And there are people out there that want to listen and to your stories and to your shows. And we're thankful for all those that watch and listen to us. Podbean is now an affiliate of the Southern Fried Podcast. Unless you're a business plan, that would be the bottom one. The one on top, use that. You'll get discounts, and also the Southern Fried Podcast benefits in this as well. I love Podbean. They also help launch out to many other audio sites. This saves me time. Time is precious. Time to be on the podcast. Time for research. Time to be with family. And yes, time to work. Yes, we still work out there in the workforce. So become a podcaster. Use Podbean. And when you use these links, one of them, you will save money, and you'll also help the Southern Fried Podcast. Thanks so much for all your support. Take care. We'll see you soon. All right, let's see if this plays the video. If not, we'll talk through it, but I think it will. So here we go. Let me present it to the stage. And our fried chicken, Rob, fried chicken, good Southern fried chicken from Bobby Joe in Turkey Creek, Texas. Here we go. Let me know. If you can't hear it, let me know. I think it'll play. Okay. Cornbread Nation recipe of the week.
Good.
Well, we had cornbread last week. We might as well have some fried chicken submitted by Bobby Joe in Turkey Creek, Texas. Fried chicken. Well, I think most people understand, as we got here on the screen, the whole chicken, cut into pieces. Got to have some salt and pepper. Now, if you're going to do Cajun, you got to have you some good old spices. But just regular skillet fried chicken, salt and pepper, buttermilk. Yeah, you gotta have yourself rising flour and your vegetable oil to cook it in. Of course, we're gonna batter that thing up, get that milk on there, and then dredge it through the flour. Get that all on there, and then you gotta cook. You gotta cook it slow. Key to some good fried chicken, according to Bobby Joe, is to have a good thermometer, so you can kind of keep an eye on that. What that temperature is, and cook it at the proper temperature. So what that proper temperature is, about steady 350, he says, and cook it in batches. You don't want too much chicken in your skillet. You got to keep that, you don't want the temperature to go down in your chicken and get too much in there. It takes a while to cook some good fried chicken. You can't just throw that stuff in there and jam it all up. So you got to do it in batches. Got to marinate. I got to marinate that buttermilk for a little bit. And if you're going to have some other spices, Cajun or something, and you want to make sure you've got that marinated for a while, that's per your own personal taste. But marinate it, and then let the chicken rest. Let it rest. You got to let your chicken rest, Rob, according to Bobby Joe. Let it rest. It helps the coating adhere to the batter and the chicken for a crispy result. I like some good old fried, crispy chicken, And then another important thing they said is to drain on a rack. A lot of people like to put it on something, paper towels or something, let all that grease drain off. But you want that airflow to, to keep the chicken crisp and let the excess oil drain off. So on a rack if you can. And then you got to
Well, Rob, you got to rest it again a little bit. You got to rest it again to give the juices time to redistribute throughout the chicken. Now, according to how you like to, what spices you like to have, you might do some things that are not hot besides salt and pepper. I prefer to use a few little things with my chicken or meats or whatever. You may have a personal favorite that you like to use. That's fine too. Baba Joe just went with these. But they did leave a little tip. You know, if you're going to reheat chicken, ain't nothing like leftover chicken now. Some people just like to eat it cold. But if you're going to reheat it, you need to keep it in the refrigerator. Yeah, I don't want to get them bad. Keep it in an airtight container. You can do that up for 4 days. And before you reheat it, let it stand at room temperature for a few minutes, good 10 to 20 minutes, and then reheat on the wire rack over a baking sheet at 400 or an air fryer at 375 until that chicken is crisp. So, and then you serve whatever you like to serve with your fried chicken. That's Bobby Joe, Turkey Creek, Texas. Good old fried chicken. Do y'all agree? Disagree? What do you like about it? Don't like about it? Well, we'll see. There you go. Cornbread Nation. Recipe of the week. Send us those at the Southern Fried Podcast at yahoo.com. We'll see you next time. This is Dave. Back to you, Rob.
I'm just going to go ahead and say I like that one.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I don't. Fried chicken's going to be good.
Now, do you like it hot as far as Cajun style, or do you just like it regular?
I like it both ways. You cannot do it wrong, in my opinion. It's fried chicken, dude. That's like the holy grail here in the South. All right? It don't matter. Salt, pepper. You throw some Cajun seasoning in there. Shoot, you could probably do it like Uncle Jeb does and throw it on the floor and kick it around a little bit and say, oh, there's the bread. It's still edible.
No, it's good. I like some good fried chicken. There used to be a restaurant not far from where I live. I don't think it's there anymore. Me and my pastor, we walked in there one day, and somebody went to our church worked there. They cooked a little bit and everything. And the guy who run the place, they were known for their chicken. And he brought us back to the kitchen and showed us. He said, "I want you to see now. I know what I'm doing." He had that iron skillet, and he said, and he was saying, "Now you got to cook it slow now." He said, "You know what?" He said, "It's going to take me a few minutes." He said, "It's fresh. I don't cook it ahead of time." Said, "If you're willing to hang out, I'll make you some chicken that'll make your tongue reach out and slap your face." And he did too. I tell you, it was good. Some people take their chicken serious, bud. And we do here in the South. Serious.
Serious.
Now I will say, and I think I said this in a show one time, but a buddy of mine said he quit dating a girl. He liked the girl. He liked her. But she brought him over for Mama's fried chicken. Mama's fried chicken. The whole family was there. It was the first time he was meeting the family. And he liked this old girl. She was pretty and she was nice and sweet. But the family had a tradition that it about killed him. After one dinner, he couldn't handle it no more. They had fried chicken all right, but they served the fried chicken. They brought the skillet to the table and you just got it out of the grease and put it on your plate. They never drained the grease off. He said by the end of the dinner, he was nearly needing to go to the hospital. He was hurting so bad. So he broke off the relationship because of Mama's habit of serving the fried chicken in the grease on the table.
If you can't do, here in the deep South, if you cannot do fried chicken and do it correctly, that is grounds for separation. Yeah, go your own way. You kick them out of the kitchen. Not just out of the kitchen, but out the house. Dude, if they can't do fried chicken in the South, there's something wrong. That is grounds. Kick them back to the north of the Mason-Dixon and send them on their way.
I love it. So send us those recipes. If you want to make a little video, just like we said on the other, or the Southern Fried 5 at 5. Give us 5 things that you're passionate about. Make a little video. We'll put you on the air. Just keep it family friendly as much as we do. Sometimes Rob's pushing the envelope there, but every once in a while. So make it where we don't have a beeper on here, so we can't bleep out. So give us that, and we'll play that for you. We'd be glad to do that. That would be an honor. All right, our last commercial, then we're going to come back. Robert, are we meeting a special person tonight? Do we have anybody in the green room?
Oh yeah.
Okay. When we come back from
now, look, I got to be in all fairness. He came on last night for a little while.
He did.
He's coming back tonight, and we're going to do it so we can get us a good clip. So we're going to rock with it. We're going to do it. He's ready. He is sitting on go. And I don't like this guy. I'm going to take this moment, and I'm just going to walk out of the room, okay?
Okay.
And I'll see you when I can't hear him no more.
All right, quick commercial. We're going to meet. We've met him, but we want to meet him again because we have more questions. His name is Jack. And we'll meet Jack in just a minute. We'll see you in a minute, folks. Hey, this is Robin Dave with the Southern Fried Podcast. One of our shows that we love the most is Front Porch Talking. Our Friday night show, which starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, has become a tradition here at the Southern Fried. We appreciate you so much for stopping by on the front porch where we grab our sweet tea or coffee or whatever we're drinking and just sit on the front porch, wave at the neighbors as they go by, and just have a great discussion. We usually don't have a topic or theme. We just like to talk, and we like for you to stop by on the front porch as well. It's a Southern tradition, and Rob and Dave, we're all about the South. We live here in the state of Georgia, and all through the South or throughout wherever you live in the United States or the world, remember, as Rob says, it's a Southern state of mind. Join us each Friday night at 8 p.m. with our friends. Become part of that Cornbread Nation Breadhead crew, and join us on the front porch, and let's talk. Thank you so much. Well, hey, we're back, and just like last night, we've got this gentleman with us. He was a little controversial last night, and if I remember, your name was Jack. I don't remember your last name. Tell the audience again who you are.
Well, my name is Jack Ice. Jack Ice.
Okay. Does your family also have the same last name? I mean, I'm just curious.
Well, yeah, we're a whole bunch of asses. We come from a long run of asses. In fact, we even vote like asses. We're all Democrats.
Oh, okay.
We love it.
I notice your ears are kind of funny. I shouldn't talk about a person, but I notice your ears are a little funny. But hey, it's okay. Be who you are. That's fine.
You just talk about my ears. Look at your ears. They're so big, if you got caught the wind storm, you just fly off.
Okay. All right. Yeah, fair enough. I shouldn't have said that. Fair enough. So, the Democrats lost. Oh, Lord, we got, this is rough. Okay. We're on the air here, Jack, so, you might want to watch your nose, the Democrats lost. What do you think about the Democrats losing? Why do you think the Democrats lost there, Jack?
Well, I'm thinking it might be because that Kamala Harris chick, I understand what she was saying, I mean, because I come from a middle-class pasture myself, okay? And, I go out there and I poop in the pasture, as you will, to fertilize the pasture. Oh, speaking of pooping, when I walk away from people, and I raise my tail up and I go to do a big old poop, I'm awfully proud of that big old family portrait I have of Nancy Pelosi back there. You can see it plain as day when I go to take a poop and fertilize that pasture, because my tail's up.
Well,
you don't see it when I raise my tail. But I'm proud of that portrait I got of her. Oh my goodness, I like
it. You said that last night. I was wondering. I didn't know if Rob got to see the picture or not. Maybe sometime we'll have to get a video of that, or maybe not. But that's quite interesting. Well, what do you think about President Trump and the work that him and the vice president's doing, and leading the country for the first month in office today?
let me tell you something about that jackleg. Oh, it cost me my job.
Oh, okay.
I got fired because of Doge and all that stuff. I was working over at that USA thing, and I was a shift lead. I had a whole bunch of people working underneath me. Oh, and I got fired. I don't know what I'm gonna do to support my female partner and she's one of them transgender mules and donkeys and stuff, and all my childrens that are oh oh we're trying to get surgeries for them lined up now. You know, by the time we get done swapping around, though, we still gonna have two boys and two girls. Uh, but there used to be boys and used to be. I'll figure that out later. But we had a very important project that we were working on.
What,
Very
what,
important.
what was that?
Well, we're just trying to figure out if the wheels on the bus really do go round and round.
Okay. I'm sure that took a lot of money to figure that out.
Well, $492 billion. We've been trying to get this thing going, but this is money well spent. And now I've lost my job, and all them people who worked under me lost their jobs. And the worst thing is, we may never, never know if the wheels on the bus really do go round and round.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. We'll have to check back with you on that. Well, that's a good segue into my next question is what do you think of Elon Musk and the work of Doge? They're finding all this money that maybe didn't get spent on that project.
Elon Schmeedon. I don't like that sucker. All that money he's finding, it's for all of our important projects. We can't do it. It's driving me batty. I don't know what to do. He needs to go away.
Well, as you had a moment there, I was kind of concerned about you. I just wanted to ask. I've heard. I just want to know if I had a chupacabra moment there. I just wanted to know if I just wanted to know if you believe in Trump derangement syndrome. TDS. Have you ever heard of that?
Trump derangement syndrome? No, I don't believe in that. But I do believe that. Well, he's ugly. He's ugly. I'm gonna say it. And I think that's why he makes all these bad decisions he makes, because he's ugly. That might be a little bit weird.
Okay. All right.
I know he's funny looking.
Well, some people, it's beauty is in the eye of the beholder, I guess you could say. So, Well, Jack, it's been nice talking with you again.
I know everybody can't be a stud like me, but, it'll be all right.
Any closing thoughts before we let you go back to the green room?
Do you mean the pasture?
Yeah, the pasture.
Okay, well, there's a whole lot of stuff I probably could say. I'm not sure that y'all would understand everything that I was saying. But I could say it, but I'd have to repeat it 3 times so y'all could get it all through your head. You could remember it. We learned that from Kamala, because you got to hear things 3 times before you remember it. If you don't hear it 3 times, you're liable to forget it. So you want to make sure that you hear things 3 times.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Hearing things 3 times, you might be able to remember stuff. Because when you come from a middle class pasture, as you will, I'm just saying.
I think I understand. I know it takes me a little while, but it's been nice talking with you, somewhat. We'll let you go back to the pasture. We'll see you maybe down the road. You take care, my friend. Enjoy.
Okay, we'll see you next time.
All right. Salute. Salute. Jack A.
Jack I. Yeah.
And the family of
Isis.
Hey, this is Dave with the Southern Fried Podcast. Recently, me and Rob were able to go to Fresh Press Farms and do an interview, which we posted on all of our streams. We love these folks. They're amazing.
And we are also customers of theirs. I've recently ordered my olive oil that we use in cooking to our home. We love that they're Georgia based. We love that they're the only olive producer in the state of Georgia. And we love that they're making jobs here for Georgians in South Georgia. We want you to become a part of their family and use their products. They are the makers of homegrown cold pressed cooking oils. Crafting oil like this means that they capture the best of the olive and the sunflower because they make that oil too. And they have other products that they have out there. It's an amazing company. They like to say freshness is never a question with Fresh Press Farms. They believe that what we put into our bodies should be minimally processed and actually improve our health and taste like the source. Locally produced and vertically integrated, they proudly grow, harvest, cold press, bottle, and distribute their oils in Georgia to ensure top-notch quality and a quick trip from grove to pantry. Please go online and look up their website and order you some too. Support small business, support Georgia business, and we would appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you soon. All right, we're back. Rob, you might want to check that chair. Jack was a little foul, so I just want to make sure it's okay.
Foul? How was he foul? I didn't hear nothing foul. Of course, I wasn't really listening.
I'm just saying he's from the pasture, so he might have leaked on your chair or something. I don't know.
I'm not leaking my chair. Oh, I thought it felt warm when I sat back down in it. Every time we...
An interesting character indeed. Jack. Okay. Well, folks, it's time for us to make our move to the next redneck destination point. Man, we've been in Georgia, Dothan, Alabama, Hot Springs, Arkansas, and we're making our way over to the great state of Mississippi and a place called Alligator, Mississippi. Alligator, Mississippi. A place you never want to tell your wife you're going camping. If you tell her we're going to Alligator, Mississippi, we're going to camp out at a campsite, she might not go.
You might want to cancel the skinny dipping too.
But it's a great place to go and join with your redneck friends. It's a great redneck destination. In fact, they have in Alligator, Mississippi, Rob, they have something called the Trailer Trash Bash. Trailer Trash Bash. It's a big party, and all the people in the trailer park, and I guess they bring people from other trailer parks for welcome, and anybody who might be traveling in from trailer parks across the South or wherever, they have a bash. And there are some things about this bash, this party. We would call it a party. They call it a bash. And we're going to talk about the Trailer Park Trash Bash or party.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's hear this.
All right. Like at any party, it's like a dress-up party. You get prizes for the best dressed. It's not a red carpet by any means, but they do grade you on what you wear. And so for those that are the best, or we might say worst dressed, I don't know, depending on how you look at it, there is a prize of a 6-pack of some of the worst beer that you can find. Now, whatever that is for you, I don't know, but there are some candidates out there, but they go out and buy the worst, cheap, Rob, beer they can find, and the best dressed gets that 6-pack of beer.
Okay. Now, by best dress, I'm assuming that they mean like overalls and flannel shirts, like overalls cut short, you know?
Yeah.
Like
you got it.
From overall, okay.
Yeah.
Cowboy boots.
However you want to dress, they grade you on your trailer trashness, I guess you would say.
Up for me.
I don't know. I don't know if I had a comment on that. But yeah, the best or / worst dressed, depending on how you look at it. Number 2, at the Trailer Trash Bash, or Trailer Park Trash Bash, they have the tobacco juice spitting contest. So you gotta, but if you're not a person who wants to chew tobacco, of course, you'd probably lose your redneck card if you didn't want to. But for those that don't want to use tobacco and spit with the tobacco juice, They will let you substitute pickle juice. So you can bring along your pickle jar full of juice, and they will let you substitute that. And you're going to be spitting in some used cans that are, set up at various points, and you get points on how much spit you get in the can. Used to be a can of corn, can of green beans, whatever. They set them up at different intervals, and you get graded points-wise on how much you got in the can and the distance. So there's how much is in there and the distance. You get points on all that. Trailer Park Trash Bash.
And when you get done with that pickle juice, you can use that for a spittoon, the jar.
Well, you could. I mean, don't waste. I mean, you might as well.
I won't not.
All right, Rob, at Alligator, Mississippi, they like to do something. I've never heard of this. This is amazing to me. It has to be one of the main features of the party, of the bash. Okay. They have something called the Spam Carving Contest. They give you a plastic fork and a plastic knife, and you have 5 minutes to carve your creation into some Spam. And then they'll have a winner off of that as well. The Spam Carving Contest. 5 minutes.
I could win that. I'm telling you, I think I could win that. I'm not much of an artiste, but I think that Spam may be my forte. That might be my canvas.
Oh my goodness. Oh. I mean, at the very least, you got something to eat after you get done with your creation. I mean,
Hey, dude, I got this. I'd win for sure. I'd eat up all that Spam. They say, well, where's your thing? I said, I made a perfect invisible statue of David out of the Spam.
Oh.
Invisible statue of David.
Oh. Rob.
What?
All right. Trailer Park Trash. The Bash. Number 4. They have something called the Hubcap Frisbee into the neighbor's trash cans. Garbage cans. They're all neighbors. So I guess you get distance points or whoever.
Probably like disc golf.
It's like disc golf, but there is a catch. You have to get a hold of, to enter this contest, you have to use your neighbor's hubcaps. So you have to get them off their car without getting caught or shot. So,
could you imagine trying to explain that at the emergency room? Oh, first of all, how did you get shot? Well, I was trying to borrow my neighbor's hubcap so I could go over there to the bash and play the thing where you throw them into the trash can. And, you got to use your neighbor's hubcaps. And I didn't know she was home. I didn't know she was using the other two for earrings.
Oh, man. All right.
I could see that. Oh.
All right, number 5. They have a contest. Oh, God. Where you pass the toilet plunger. You get into teams. And the team that wins, it's a time trial. You pass the plunger from knees to knees without letting it drop to the ground.
I can't win that one. I couldn't do it. From knees to knees, you have to pass the toilet plunger. I don't have the toilet plunger. I do have a. Oh, hell no. That ain't gonna work. No.
Nope.
Not gonna work, dude.
The question I have is, are they new plungers or used?
I don't know, man. That'd be harder than trying to pass a pencil with your butt cheek.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, hold that image in your head for a second. Two big old hairy rednecks trying to pass a pencil with their butt cheeks.
I don't even want to. I don't even want to think about that image. All right. Well, they have stuff for the kids as well.
Oh.
So, while the adults, while the adults are recovering from the hubcap shootouts and the plunger from the knees to knees, they get the mattresses off the beds and they bring them outside and they have redneck trampoline time for the kids. The loser is the one who does not go to the hospital. From breaking a elbow or...
You be careful jumping on that mattress there, little Bubba. You was conceived on that thing. Don't you desecrate that one.
Oh, man. Y'all hurry up. We got to get them mattresses back on the bed.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
If they don't have enough mattresses for the kids, or if it's a really hot day, they can substitute or use as well. They put the pool liner, which is always, just laying there because it's been bad for the pool's just laying there. Yeah. They put it in the back of a pickup truck and fill it up with water, and they have pool for the kids so they can cool off. After all that jumping around and everything, they just fill up the bed of the truck with some with some water, and let them play and cool off, getting ready for the next event.
Yeah. Hey, Bubba, don't you do no cannonball in the back of that truck there. Your sister Junebug was confused there. Don't you desecrate that thing.
All right, well, we got 4 more here. Number 7, they have something at the Trailer Trash Bash called Redneck Pinata. It's an empty cardboard case of beer that's filled with ho-hos, Twinkies, and ding-dongs. And they give all the drunk men, I should probably said drunk, but, by this time I figure they're well toasted. They give them a wiffle bat and let them whack the crap out of it until the ding-dongs ho-hos and Twinkies come out.
Oh, my gosh. They're beating ding-dongs and ho-hos with a bowling ball bat. Hey, brother! You be careful!
There's a lot of thoughts that come to my mind. I just wonder if they actually holler out.
I'm just not going to say nothing. Just, hey, Bubba! That's it.
They might want to be careful hollering out what they've got in that cardboard case of beer, because if they start hollering ho-hos, they might be some trouble at the trailer park.
They holler ho-hos, y'all. Next words out of somebody's mouth to be, Stampede!
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh, and off of the beer case or the cardboard, they do have streamers on them. They use duct tape. All right, 3 more. Can we survive? They have the toilet roll toss. They set up a toilet seat over some milk crates, and you get to throw them like a football and see how many that you can put through the toilet seat. That's another competition they have at the Trailer Park Trash Bash.
well, is the seat up or is the seat down?
The seat is up. They did for the girls, for
For the girls it's down and the guys it's up. I got you.
yeah,
I got you.
yeah.
Hey, Bubba, don't you get no toilet paper on that seat. You better raise that thing up. That's where your little brother was.
Bad.
Oh.
Oh man, these last 2, I don't know, man. It's been a journey, and this last 2, if we can just get across the finish line, we need a lot of prayer.
All right.
Number 9, and I've never heard of this. My gosh. Alligator, Mississippi Trailer Park Trash Bash. They have something called bra pong.
Bra pong? Oh. Bubba, you know that's cheating. That's Granny's bra back to her.
Woo!
Okay.
Oh man.
We're down here. You're going to have to give me the last one.
All right, the number 10 game played at the Trailer Trash Bash. Cornhole. They play cornhole with real ears of corn from the outhouse.
Oh, Lord. It is supposed to be corn cob in the outhouse. You get the corn off of it, then you use the corn cob in the outhouse. A whole ear from that. Oh, my God. That'd be some junior samples wiping there. Oh,
There you go.
Looking for ears of corn out there in the outhouse. You're going to desecrate that place. That's where your big sister was conceived.
Alligator, Mississippi Trailer Trash Bash. We salute you.
Salute. I'm not going.
Oh my gosh. That is your Cornbread Nation show. We'll now, if we can breathe, we'll look at the chats. Some of you have put some stuff I've seen that's cracked me up.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
Why is your feelings hurt? And then we got, hey, gentlemen. Lewis said, hey, y'all. Yeah, Michael said, false teachers and prophets. He must have been talking about with the Bible thing.
Yeah.
Nancy Wren said, your mic is way too loud, Dave.
I cut it down some, so thank you. We're trying to adjust.
Elizabeth says, sounds great. Big thumbs up to Bobby Joe.
Fried chicken, baby.
Fried chicken, that's it.
Turkey
It's
Creek,
not Jack,
Texas.
is it? Yeah, it was Jack. Stay away from them shrooms, Jack. Janet said we were bad. Knight's friend said he'd be worried about bed bugs. That must have been on the kids out there jumping on the mattresses.
Platinum Winds over on Instagram said, "Hey, how you guys doing? Have you guys heard of the Black Hebrew Israelites? I have. I am aware of that group. Where do we get the puppets? Well, they come from the puppet hospital. That's where all kids come from, right?
Yeah.
Platinum Winds again. I don't think they're confused in California. I think they're insane. Amen.
Yeah.
The guess on the great breadheads in history was they guessed Dolly Parton, which that would have been a good one too.
Yeah.
So keep guessing though. And Prophet 12024. I'm so tired of hearing Democrats whining because the gig is up. Yes.
Yes.
And the Republicans are in one accord. I'm proud of them. And some laughter there. Thank y'all for being in there. Barry Cobalt, how you doing, buddy? Glad I saw you in there. And we appreciate you being here. He's been here, I know, once before anyway. Knights of Ren, thank you.
Yeah. Janet and Elizabeth, we're glad everybody's in here tonight.
And all those we don't see your name because you haven't commented, thank you for being with us live at the Cornbread Nation.
Y'all have a great night. We're gonna have to call it because I'm about to die here. I'm hurting.
I got to give you special points for attempting to do the toilet plunger challenge.
If I tipped my camera down, it might would have been a little bit better, but you know. Y'all have a great night. Thank y'all for tuning in. Great old big salute. Remember, breadheads rock.
Absolutely.
We'll see y'all in the morning.
Well, once again, it's time, my friends, for another meet and greet. We're Southern Fried and nationwide, so hang on to your seat. Look around, here's what I found. I guess you'll never know what you'll see on the Southern Fried Podcast Show.